All right, so let's review. Remember the first thing, we gotta play our position. Centers, don't try to be point guards.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. And for Cleveland, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. Well, guys, so much
if it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it can only mean one thing. Welcome to Cleveland, Ohio. We are nearly...
Well, guys, look, the return of LeBron James to Cleveland has become one of the best redemptive stories of the last decade.
Thanks to EA, and it's crucial that Cleveland keeps LeBron happy. One of the greatest players to ever play the game. And on the near horizon, All-Star Week, plenty of exciting competitors. Doris, you and I talk about this all the time. If you had to pick one, what's your favorite event of All-Star Week?
Well, I know that it's lost some of its luster depending on the competitor, but some of my best memories of All-Star Weekend are the dunk contest. The incredible surprise of Spud Webb at his size winning the dunk contest, or the absolute majesty of both Michael Jordan and Vince Carter. As we discussed before, Kevin, I want the stars to have to participate in the dunk contest. Give me some of the high flyers.
I totally agree. I enjoy the three-point shooting. I love the skill it takes to do what they've got to do, and people don't realize how exhausting it is to go through all those racks of balls.
No question. Think vintage Larry Bird in the three-point contest. Love it.
Absolutely. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Ryan Anderson out there with Damari Carroll. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Bembry in at the 2. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
The concentration. He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
On defense, Cleveland. The Hawks working the ball around. Pass to Carroll. Here's Bembry. Just 5 on the clock. On the play, basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando.
And you could say they probably were in control for 3/4 of that game, but in that fourth quarter, man, they just fell apart.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Carroll. To the inside. Muscala misses.
Well, it looks like he's going to get the easy 2 points, but the defense recovers just in time to affect it.
LeBron, good.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Now the pass to Bembry. Here's Stafford. Hits it from 3-point range. He has 6.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
LeBron against Carroll. Shoots over Carroll. James misses.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. There's the pick. Outside Carroll. And it's Zizic with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. James. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Carroll kicks to Anderson. The dish to Muscala. He feeds it to Carroll. Over James. The shot by Carroll, no good. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%.
And really, the first 3 or 4 seasons of his career, DeMarre Carroll was kind of a fringe rotation player. I think once his three-point shooting took form in Atlanta, that's when his value as a player skyrocketed.
LeBron passes to Thunder. Dishes it to Rose. Here's Thunder. They picked up 24 points in their last one against Charlotte.
I love that he sacrificed his body over and over. His persistence at getting to the free throw line really paid off for them.
Passes to Bembry. He kicks it to Carroll. Anderson the screen. Floats one up, and Carroll gets it to go.
Well, he has the size to be effective inside. DeMarre Carroll understands how to use that frame to get inside and make shots.
Here's Thunder. They can't stop the run with that one. The Hawks leading by 3. Now here's Carroll. 14 points from him the last game against the Magic in Orlando. Pass to Bembry. Anderson the screen. The Cavaliers pull it in. To the wing right side. Love with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Love's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Anderson a screen on Rose. Kicks to Muscala over Rose. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Muscala's got his first basket.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
It really is, Greg. These squads are evenly matched. They are going at it right now.
No good from Thunder.
Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end. Mostly down, though.
Here's Bembry. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando. They grabbed their own miss. Anderson kicks to Bembry. Here's Stafford. That 3 off the mark. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Here's Love. Good, and the assist goes to James. Love's got 5.
just an example of what sets LeBron apart from everyone else. The ability to set up his teammates for easy scores while being so dominant himself.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. Doris, so much talk about offense. How do you slow some of these guys down defensively? I mean, one way is to draw charges, but thinking of that, who do you think is the best at doing that these days?
You know, Kevin, it can be a lost art in the game of basketball on any number of levels. You have to be willing to absorb contact, and sometimes from guys much bigger than yourself. So some of the names that come to mind for me, Marcus Smart with the Boston Celtics, Kemba Walker, always the smallest guy on the floor, is never afraid to give up his body. From the big guys, I'd probably say Maurice Spates or DeMarcus Cousins. Both are willing to see that contact and try to gain an advantage going the other direction.
Yeah, they know they're going to take a hit, and they willingly take the hit for the betterment of the team.
Right.
For Cleveland, they have made their own. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. The two stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. Thunder is out there with Rose. And it's Zizic in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. James with it. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. Here's Thunder. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Hornets was phenomenal. He finished with 24 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also finished with a season high in rebounds. Another fantastic showing in what has been a great stretch of basketball for him. Kevin, we'll see if he can keep it going tonight.
Okay, thanks, David. And what do you think, guys? Will we see a repeat of his performance again in this one?
I wouldn't be surprised if he's even better tonight, Kevin. He has the ability to follow up a great game with an even greater one.
Well, we would certainly enjoy watching that, but I'm sure he's not going to compare this game to last. He's just trying to lock in and do his job.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Stafford, he's covered by Rose. Now the feed to Muscala. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
3-pointer. They grabbed their own miss. Right side Rose. Here's Thunder. He's got 6. He gets it in there. Thunder's got 8.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Feeds it to Anderson. The shot's good. Anderson's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Hawks. Well, Cleveland shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Here's the screen. Pass to Rose. Love with the screen for Rose. Another shot. Zizic. That one doesn't drop. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Inside. It's stolen. And here's Love for 3. Zizic passes to LeBron. Count it. 7 points in the game.
Just a high percentage look for LeBron. I mean, he's so good in the post.
To the wing on the left. Now Muscala. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Bembry kicks to Muscala. The 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
You know, LeBron James has been fouled so many times in his career, it doesn't even faze him anymore. There is no stopping this guy.
And Doris, the three-pointer, a big part of Crowder's offensive game.
Well, no doubt. He's gotten better and better from out there. When you're shooting around 40% from deep range, that's getting it done.
Stafford, he's covered by Rose. And the pass to the Bembry. Lets it go from 11. They get it again. Here's Stafford. Atlanta again missing.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
And they take the lead. Thunder's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Stafford, he's covered by Rose. Anderson against Love. Baseline jumper. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got his second bucket tonight. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
My goodness. James in the post. Carroll covering. Back to Rose. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. Atlanta calls timeout. Of course, what an honor. Inducted into your college's Hall of Fame, something not many of us can say. What does that kind of honor do for the confidence for you personally going forward?
You know what? Providence College is a place that means a great deal to me. So what that Hall of Fame induction did was just remind me of all the special memories that I shared with my teammates. I'm close with many of them today. And Kevin, you know this. You know, if you've ever been inside a locker room, it's those moments when you're laughing until your stomach hurts. I'd say we were the Hall of Fame fun team. That's what I'd say.
I think we're on the fun team here on 2K. Zizic passes to Thunder. The kick out to Rose. And there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson comes in for Zizic. And Wells is sub in for Rose. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Kuzminskis is checked in. Pass to Thunder. Fires from deep. No good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
I tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
Anderson, a screen on Thompson. Here's Prince. Another miss by Prince.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Thunder passes to Crowder. Launches a three. Hits the three-point bomb. Crowder's got 8.
We know this. Jay Crowder is an effective shooter. Someone who can shoot the three well. You've got to get into his space.
Kuzminskis, no good. Over to the wing. Wells wide open. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, boy, it never gets old watching this guy go to work at the offensive end. He's so gifted.
And we're through the first half of...
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Terrell.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Cleveland leading by 5 on the court for Atlanta. Muscala is out there with Ryan Anderson. Then it's Damari Carroll, and it's Bembry in at the 2 spot.
That's great use of size and length. Tough down low when guys are battling for that board.
Anderson outside. Here's Stafford. Off target from outside. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting 43% for the game. Here's Thunder. The Cavs' Tyronn Lue said he never envisioned coaching during his playing career, but Doc Rivers saw something in him.
Well, Doc likes to say that Ty just had a way of bringing people together, a way of connecting. At the same time, Lue is tough enough to speak the truth and point out things that others might be reluctant to say. Boy, his free throw shooting has been on the mark tonight. Nothing new there, right?
There's the dish to Carroll. Out to the right wing. Stafford. He's covered by Rose. 5 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Bangs home the trifecta. Muscala's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, he's got wonderful touch from deep, right? And with his size, a defender has a hard time even bothering him on the perimeter.
Here's James. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, we know every game LeBron is going to find his way to the line just from his aggressive style.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. And he sinks the 2nd. The Hawks trail by 5. Dishes to Muscala. He feeds it to Carroll. And stolen by Love. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Thunder. Kicks it out to Love. Beyond the arc. LeBron shot is off. Stafford. He's covered by Rose. To the wing right side. Here's Bembry. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown, out of hand on it, but he gets it back. That one's not going to go.
And, well, when you let the shot clock run down that far, that's the kind of shot you're going to end up with.
Chalk up 2 there.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
And Muscala has it in the corner. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Thunder. 12 points for him. He dishes it to Love. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Carroll and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here. .139 left here in the 3rd quarter. And Bazemore kicks to Bembry. Back to Bazemore. Prince outside. They set the screen. He kicks it to Anderson. Shoots over Crowder. Anderson's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Lets it go with a 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Denver's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Bazemore. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I'm sure if he had the chance to do that possession over again, he would not have taken the shot.
Here's Thunder. He's covered by Bazemore.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Cavaliers have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. The first free throw is good. Zizic is checked in for Peters. Both free throws good from Thunder. And Tristan Thompson in the middle, a player, Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
Prince dishes to Anderson. Over Thompson. And he can't bank that one in. The Cavaliers leading by 18. And here is Wells. He's got 9. The screen from Thompson. Off the pick. And a shot by Wells, no good.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers lead by 18. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Hawks trail by 18. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland, we've got Thompson. Wells is out there with Thunder. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Zizic in at the center position. Bazemore for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And when Wells spots one of his guys wide open and doesn't hesitate at all, just gets it over before the D can react.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. They set the pick. Now here's Bazemore. Back to Anderson. Kicks to Prince. Expanding his range. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Crowder. Wells in the corner. The pass to Thunder. Doris, the new designated player veteran exception allows teams to pay their biggest stars much more money than any other team can offer around the league. How good is that for the league in terms of competitive balance?
Well, you would never, to me, want to see a player like LeBron James or Kevin Durant underpaid relative to their value of the team. And I think for a long time, Kevin, that was part of this. And so I'm interested in your take. I want these guys to be fairly compensated. And that's the most important thing.
I do love when a player is developed by a team and stays with that team. We see so few of those instances in pro sports, but a lifelong Pacer or a lifelong Celtic, I think to me that has great meaning, especially if I were a fan of that team.
Well, we were so used to that as kids growing up. You know, those players stuck with our team for extended periods and many times for their entire career.
Yes. Wells with it. The Cavaliers again can't hit. To the middle. Here's Stafford. With the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 19 points in the game.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Wells passes to Thunder. Outside Crowder. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, so quick off the pass. I mean, Crowder timing that shot perfectly, staying one step ahead of the defense.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Doors with every team looking to spread the floor, get that space. Most big men are being asked to increase their range. Is the practice time going into that taking away from working, for instance, on other fundamentals that a big guy should be working on?
Here's how you know this is for real. When you hear Dwight Howard talking about the fact that this guy is going to spend an entire summer trying to develop the range because he wants to extend his playing career.
Sure.
Dwight Howard at one time was the single most dominant back to the basket, low post center. They surrounded him with shooters. They put him in pick and roll, and he was an absolute monster. You know what? I don't know if it'll take away from the other fundamentals for the center. I do know that the role of center has drastically changed in the NBA.
So there's a new procedure for choosing starters in the All-Star game, Doris. Fans account for 50% of the vote, as you know. Players, 25%. Media, 25%. What do you think of that?
I love that the fans have a vote. I would like to see the percentages changed in this way. I would like players, the peers, to have 50% weight. Give the media and fans 25% each. So just swap it so that the peers are dictating the outcome of the All-Star.
Or even if you just had maybe two players from each team, guys guys with some respect and some nice perspective to fill that role you're talking about.
That's a great point. You pick your leaders from your group, and they cast the vote. Perfect.
Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line. That sends Ryan Anderson to the free throw line. That one on Love. And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 21. The feed to Love. Second chance shot. And the layup is good.
Well, there's the presence that Love has after a shot comes off the iron. Always active.
Feeds it to Carroll. Anderson the screen. Here's Bembry. Shot from free throw range. He squares up and sinks it. He's got 21.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
I'll tell you, that's really clever because it's not easy to get that mid-range off over a guy who's got a size advantage. He made it look easy.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Boy, what great speed he's got, Greg. Just phenomenal work getting all the way to the cup in transition.
Here's Thunder. Basket good. Thunder's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Anderson a screen on Love. Stafford, he's guarded by Love. On the wing, James. The drive by Love. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And Doris, coming into the NBA, Love's game was centered around the basket, a double-double machine.
Well, think about this, Kev. One of 5 players in the last 3 decades to average over 15 rebounds for an entire season. He did that in 2011. And he still remains a factor on the boards because he's got terrific understanding of positioning and great lower body strength.
Carroll with it, picked up by Love. Here's the three. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Zizic has got 11 rebounds in the game. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
Back to Carroll. Pass to Bembry. Doris, on the subject of league expansion, Commissioner Silver has said that 30 teams feels about right at this point. How long do you think it's going to be before we add another franchise or two to the NBA?
All right, let me just say that I completely concur with Commissioner Silver. The last thing we want to see when the NBA is at its peak in popularity is expansion that might dilute some of the competitiveness that we want to see happen. The bigger question right now is these super team issues. Are we at a point where there is such disparity between the best teams in the league and the worst? Let's address that first, and then we can look at expansion down the road.
So you do not like the super team aspect that we're beginning to see formulate from time to time?
I don't necessarily want to say that. I think the jury is still out, Kevin. We have to see how the next 2 or 3 years plays out as it relates to both Cleveland and Golden State. I think there was a period in the 80s where it felt like it was the Lakers and the Celtics every year. Let's not overreact, but certainly let's not add teams before we make sure we are where we need to be from competitiveness standpoint.
Passes it to James. Rose kicks to LeBron. Shoots over Carroll. And that one goes long. The Hawks have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Stafford. Atlanta again missing.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Thunder.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Shot to stop the run. The shot by Carroll, no good. Now LeBron, Love outside. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Thunder passes to James. Here's the screen. Love with the screen for Rose. Lays it up off the glass.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, it really was. They wanted this home win badly, and they went out and took it.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, your effort at the defensive end was a key to the win. Was that an area of emphasis going into the game?
Defense is always a priority when I'm on the floor. I make that known. You know what I'm saying? Defense and offense are both priorities, and that's one of the reasons why I'm such a great leader on this team, is that I make everything a priority so we can focus on things that we need to and not overlook something.
Well, if everything's a priority, then nothing is a priority. It's kind of zen. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.